Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. Here are some wonderful words today. I'm excited about our card today, and part of the reason I'm excited about it is because it mirrors some thoughts I was having. I woke up at 4 o'clock and just kind of laying there thinking about stuff, and there were quite a few thoughts that popped in that reflect our guidance from the card today. So I thought that was kind of cool. But we'll see what you think. So let's all just kind of settle in. Some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just settling in. Setting the intention that your heart space opens. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. Your mind opens to receiving this message, whatever part of this message is important for you. And one of the things that this triggered for me in my brain was the same way it's going to talk about clearing clutter. We'll put clutter in quotes. This card can set us up to take some steps forward that maybe we've been thinking about but kind of avoiding or blowing off because other things seem more important or whatever. The card's telling us now's the time to do this. Now's the time to step up and clear space, internally and externally. Good morning, morning. Thank you for the pretty hearts. Green is my favorite color, actually. So, our card comes from the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn, and she is of Cherokee descent. And most of the Native people in my area are Oneida, Anishinaabe. There's some Sioux tribe people. So just doing a land acknowledgement that we are on occupied land that belongs to those people. So our card for today is Sweat Lodge. I'll try to get the glare off of it there. Sweat Lodge. All right. So let's see what it says. Sweat Lodge, card meaning: cleanse yourself, body, mind, and soul. Purify, clutter clear. That one connected for me. Let go of objects and relationships that no longer serve you. Purify your body. That could be, painting your toenails, taking a bath, doing some sage, smudging yourself. Go within, meditate. That's next step on my agenda. We got a little later start today than typical, so I walked TJ first and haven't meditated yet, so that will be right after I'm done talking to y'all. Talk to the Creator. Give thanks. I like to think about, good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, looks like someone else has popped on too. I'm glad the three of you are here and can share with me the Sweat Lodge card for today. We've got some good stuff here. Give thanks. Your native spirit wants you to know: sweat lodges are small dome-shaped structures covered with skins, blankets, or mud, in which very hot stones are placed in the center. Water is poured over the stones so that the hot steam rises from the rocks. Thus, the sweat lodge with its hot steam is used for purification ceremonies as well as a place to commune with the divine. And most of the people I know who've done a sweat lodge talk about that thin veil that makes it much easier to communicate with the divine than when they're just going about their daily business. This card chose you to tell you that it's time to clear out the clutter in your life. So I was thinking, okay, I need to move some things over to the warehouse. We're preparing for another rummage sale. I need to clear out the living room. There's too much stuff in there, etc., etc. At 4 in the morning, I'm thinking this. And then this is our card. It's like, okay, there's confirmation. Sometimes clutter can be things in your closet that you don't love or use. But sometimes clutter can be outmoded relationships or habits that no longer serve you. The clearer your inner and outer space becomes, the easier it will be to hear the sweet messages from your soul. I love that. I love that. I love that. So you can set the intention that as you're clearing the clutter, you're opening the space to hear those sweet messages from your soul. The value in doing that is many of us avoid the clutter clearing because it's arduous, we make it a chore, etc., etc., instead of this is my path to opening the doors that I want to open. Clearing the clutter out of my way is my path. The journey. Sometimes this card chooses you when it's time to do some physical detoxification. Yeah, I'm right now addressing the salt issue, and after I address the salt issue, I'm going to address the sugar issue. So what about for you? This says fast for a day, drink green juices, clear out some clutter. And this is so Denise Lynn. Love it, use it, or get rid of it. If you haven't done any of her clutter clearing classes, they're awesome. And I actually based my clutter clearing class, the 10-week class, on some of her stuff because it was so helpful. There's so many people who do clutter clearing who only come at it from the physical perspective. And really, there's a huge emotional, mental, spiritual component to what we gather and what we hang on to and what we have difficulty letting go of. So the fact that good morning, Shirley, welcome. The fact that she addresses those psychosocial aspects to, good morning, Joe, welcome, to clutter clearing made her high on my list in terms of people I wanted to draw information from for my own clutter clearing classes. For those of you just joining us, we are doing Sweat Lodge. That is our card for today from the Denise Lynn Native Spirit deck. So I'm going to go back over the journey here. Sometimes this card chooses you when it's time to do some physical detoxification. Fast for a day. Drink green juices. I'm eliminating salt and I'm working on sugar. Clear some clutter. Love it, use it, or get rid of it. I'm going to be doing that today also. Even one small item can make a difference. And I think it especially makes that difference when we set intention with it. As I clear this closet out, I am opening up to messages within. As I recycle all these old newspapers, I'm making way for good news to come my way. As I empty all the bottles out of my car, all the cans, all the food containers, etc., I'm making way for purity, clarity, etc. in my life. Set intentions as you're clutter clearing. It'll make a huge difference for you. Good morning, Shirley. Glad you're here. So let me see what else I want to pick out from there. Because again, in my opinion, my humble opinion, there are no mistakes. There's a reason this card came up today. There's a reason for all of us this card came up today. It's a fine day for clearing some clutter, all right? Again, I love that line. The clearer your inner and outer space becomes, the easier it will be to hear sweet messages from your soul. So let's just do that for a moment. Let's do a little guided imagery. I'd like you to close your eyes, not if you're driving, but I'd like you to close your eyes. Some nice deep breaths in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more deep one, in through the nose, out through the mouth, extra exhale. All right, now just allowing your mind, invite your mind to take you to a beautiful place. It may be a place you're familiar with. It may be a place that is brand new to you. But feeling that openness to going where that deeper part of your mind would like you to go. A place where there's information, a place where there's messages, a place where there's restoration, a healing place for you. And as with dreams, the awaking rules don't apply. So you can just find yourself there. You don't have to travel. If you wish to travel, you can, but you can just find yourself there. And I'd like you to look around this beautiful place and begin to engage all of your senses in experiencing this beautiful place. So not just what do you see, what do you hear? What can you smell? Mine's smelling like wet earth, like damp leaves, etc. What's yours smelling like? And if you can reach out and touch something, do that. I can feel a tree trunk. And if there's something to taste, feel free. Just enjoying being in this place. And I'd like you to find a comfortable spot in this place to sit or lie down. And we're going to allow the wise part of your mind, your deep mind, your true self, however you want to look at it, to begin to show you some images. Images of things, of circumstances, of people in your life currently, or from the past that you're still hanging on to in some way, that are ready to be released. It is time. It may be beyond time, but it is time. Breathing deeply and easily, allowing those images to come to you, almost like a lineup of that which is ready to be released. And you may see one thing or person or circumstance. You may see multiple. However it comes to you is divinely perfect for you. Okay, yep, I'm seeing some of my own clothing that I don't wear, doesn't fit, needs repairs, whatever. Time for that to move on. What are you seeing in your mind's eye? Maybe people. Maybe relationships with people that need to be different. But just allowing that lineup to occur. Then I'd like you to ask higher good, divine wisdom, how best to deal with those things. Are you meant to honor them for having been there to serve you, acknowledging they no longer serve you, and releasing them? Do they go to St. Vinny's? Do they go to Goodwill? Do they get recycled? Do they get given to someone who can use them and benefit from them, will love them? And set that intention in your mind that those things are going to go where they're meant to go. You will actively take steps to release them. If it's a person, I'd like you to regard that person in your mind's eye and acknowledge and articulate for yourself what the benefit of that person in your life was. What did you learn? Thank them for having served that purpose and bless them on their way, setting them free to walk their path and yourself free to walk yours. No hindrance, no burdens, no attachments. You've released that person. Circumstances, situations. Maybe there's something you've been doing for many years and everybody expects you to do it. Could be Thanksgiving dinner. And it's time for you to release that. It's no longer yours to do. And again, I'd like you to feel gratitude for having had the opportunity to do that for as many years as you have. But letting that go. It might be like you're setting it down on the path and someone else will come along behind you and pick it up. It might be you literally handing it to someone. Here's Thanksgiving dinner. I'm no longer in charge. I'll bring a dish. Whatever it is that's meant to be released. So I'm going to give you a moment or two here to deal with that whole lineup, getting your sense of where they need to go, what you've learned from them, and blessing them on their way. And setting intentions of when you will physically release those things. Are you driving through St. Vinny's today? Are you moving them out to the garage? Not the people. The people you're just going to release them energetically. You may see yourself cutting cords to those people, those circumstances, those things. One of the things we learned from the class I taught was how much stuff we hung on to due to obligation. Obligation doesn't serve us. Bless those things on their way to whomever they're going to serve better. And who needs an opportunity to step in and do some of the things that you've been doing and have begun resenting because you're no longer the one who ought to be doing them? Let it go. Let it go. So let's do 3 nice deep cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Whooshing those things on their way. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Releasing, releasing. One more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And I'd like you to just dust your hands together, clearing all that energy. Then I'd like you to again look around that beautiful space where you are. All those things, people, circumstances are gone. They've moved on their paths. Just enjoying being in that cleared space. Notice how that feels. Might take some adjustment, especially if it's something you've been schlepping along for a long time. Might take some adjustment. But know that it is divine right timing that you've let those go, because they wouldn't have shown up if it wasn't their time to go. So it is. Another nice deep breath in. Let it go. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Good morning, Beth. Good morning to whomever else may have snuck past when I had my eyes closed. Glad you're all here. Glad we cleared all of this stuff. If you wish to put in the feed what you've cleared, feel free, or some of what you cleared, feel free. If you wish to put in there your intention, your commitment for the letting go of the physical aspects of those things, feel free. We'll all bear witness to each other's stuff. I'm moving clothes out of the closet, over to the warehouse, ready for the rummage sale. That's one big step. There will be more today, but that's what's going to spark the fire to keep it going. So that is our card for today, Sweat Lodge. We kind of took an interesting journey with that, didn't we? Sweat Lodge, purification, clearing. All right, so have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including clearing whatever no longer serves. Bye-bye.